Hello ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the bunker in Birmingham. This is N.E.W. Brawl, and what a high stakes main event we have for you tonight. It will be our champion, our world champion Cowboy Roy, go off against his most fiercest enemy Chris Jones tonight. One-on-one, and the stakes could not be higher, Erwin. I am Max Raddox, alongside my broadcast partner, the illustrious four-time world champion Erwin, and what a night this should be. Bruce Brown also scheduled to be here tonight. What a brawl, what a main event.
It should be absolutely insane. As you said, the main event tonight, Chris Jones faces the Cowboy. In the same week, he will be guaranteed to defend his title this Sunday at Showdown 3. Yeah, that World Championship on the line. If Chris Jones can win tonight, he will face the Cowboy in that event. If not, Cowboy Roy gets to choose an opponent. A great opportunity for someone Cowboy Roy essentially wants to make famous at Showdown, and Chris Jones can't get it done here tonight.
It's all or nothing, Erwin, as far as I understand it. I mean, Chris Jones obviously wants another shot at that title after his last disappointing run as the...
I know.
Oh, wait a minute, Bruce Brown.
Wasting no time, he is here tonight.
Well, absolutely.
Expected to hear something from him.
Wasn't expecting to kick off Brawl this way. The Scottish Spinebuster clearly, as you quite rightly said, wasting no time.
That brutal Iron Man match with Brad Morse, no doubt on his mind. Hang on a second.
Well, yeah, Brad Moore's clearly not happy that Bruce Brown flapping his gums. Their already iconic Iron Man match was a draw. The Scottish Spinebuster raised a couple of really good points there, Erwin. Brad Morse did not beat Bruce Brown.
Well, it was a draw, as he said. The only reason Brad Morse retained was because he got that final victory in the last 20 seconds of the match.
Well, this could implode any minute here. Well, I never pegged Brad Morse as a traditionalist, though, in the current United Kingdom champion, telling Brad Morse he will have to work for his shot once more. The Scottish spinebuster has accused the champion of running away from the spinebuster one more time, Owen.
Well, I've got to say that I agree with Bruce Brown here. Brad Morse has never been pegged as a traditionalist, has never stood up for the values of N.E.W. at all. He is only doing so because it suits him, and Bruce Brown hasn't figured out. He's scared that if that match had gone on, say a minute longer, Bruce Brown could very well be a two-time UK champion.
Well, it didn't, and he isn't. Brad Morse did retain via a draw.
And I know one man who can choose what happens next in that storyline, and that man is Adrian Goldman. And he gave them both the opportunities they had been given, so clearly has value in both of them, and I can see that happening again very soon.
The mad scientist is not afraid to take a gamble on what a rematch that would be. We have to move on. Our first match of the night promises to be an absolute cracker. It's going to be Scott Burns versus Matoda Hosakai, and it's Extreme Rules, and it's right down your street.
Oh, yeah.
These two guys with a burning rivalry over the last few weeks here in N.E.W. are going to face each other one-on-one. There are no rules here tonight.
Another two-piece that Adrian Goldman essentially wants to give a chance to here. Matoda Hosakai, former UK champion, Scott Burns, former European champion, both looking to climb those ladders of success.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 290 pounds, Scott Burns.
Well, a lot of people have been very high on this kid since his debut at EFW. Old school meets new school. A very lean 290 at 5'10". Scott Burns is one to be reckoned with. The All-Star State opponent from Ohio, Cleveland boy.
Old school, new school, blends those two styles in that ring so well together, often leaves his opponents without any chance. And we've seen him face veterans and give them a good run for their money and not been successful.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Scott Burns, as you've already rightly said, Erwin, already a European championship to this kid's name. There's nothing but an upside to Scott Burns. A lot of people think this kid's got future world champion written all over him, but tonight he must face the much more experienced Matoda Hosakai.
Oh yeah, and again, Matoda Hosakai surprised us all by beating Bruce Brown. That is what has put his face on the N.E.W. map.
And his opponent, from Kobe, Japan, weighing in at 195 pounds, Matoda Hosakai.
There's also a 95-pound weight difference between Hosakai and Burns. In Matoda Hosakai loses a lot of weight and indeed the height advantage to Burns, but it's his speed, it's his quick feet and his in-ring experience that could rule him the day. The former chef from Kobe, Japan, of course on the European and the Japanese circuit long before his EFW N.E.W. reign. Highly rated by Adrian Goldman as well, Erwin.
Yeah, I mean, both of these have great speed, great athleticism and agility. It's going to be interesting to see who does get the better of the other.
Danny Smith has rang the bell and we're underway.
Yeah, kicking things off, Extreme Rules.
Oh!
N.E.W. style, what a forearm.
Stiff forearm by Burns, getting the better of Hosakai into that interaction. Going for an arm breaker early on. Oh, just wrenching that shoulder back, just smashing that arm along his knees.
Again, Scott Burns will have done his homework on Hosakai, but that speed of Hosakai showing up here. Misses with a cutter. Oh, missed with a forearm.
Yeah, Hosakai is not going to win a strength advantage in this match against Scott Burns.
What an enziguri off the ropes.
But when Burns has that speed to equal that power, could it be a long night for Hosakai, Erwin? I have to ask you, as this match is just getting underway, Which competitor do you feel Extreme Rules favours? Will it be Burns or Hosakai?
It's a very good question. I mean, I would instantly say Burns, but thinking about Hosakai's past, he has definitely shown his skill in an Extreme Rules environment.
A stiff elbow to the head, is that enough for Burns? Not even a 2. A 1.9. Gary Smith, big boots.
Down to the mat. Double stomp there.
Almost like a coup de grace there. Like manoeuvre by Scott Burns right in the chest of Hosakai. The hard clothesline taking Burns out on the counter.
Yeah, this time Burns went for a cutter, scouted by Hosakai, who now has the advantage to build up some momentum.
And stiff forearms right to the spine of Scott Burns.
Slow down that mobility of Burns off the ropes.
Oh, a big boot of his own.
Here we go, Hosakai quickly, knowing that he does not have that height or size advantage, looks to get the weapons advantage, and Scott Burns taunting him to bring it on.
Yeah, Scott Burns showing absolutely no fear to that kendo stick brought into the ring by Hosakai, and that's why, with speed of his own and sheer grit with the hard backdrop to Hosakai, Scott Burns again, just outpowering a strong man from Japan. Oh, hard clothesline, great counter by the former chef now with that, that kendo stick in hand. Yes.
Burns just moving fast enough to dodge that first hit, but those second two connected.
Sickening front right across his spine. Scott Burns powers out with his legs and right back on the attack to Hosakai.
For another arm breaker here. Wrapping up that other arm, stretching the chest and the arm.
Yeah, Scott Burns has been working the arms and the upper torso of Hosakai throughout this entire match.
Simplex beautifully done again. That blend of old school and new school coming together here has seemingly rocked Matoda Hosakai.
Yeah, everything Scott Burns does hurt Hosakai. Oh! That classic Scott Burns manoeuvre, that snake eyes right to the middle turnbuckle. That could be enough. 2. No! Hosakai kicks out after 2.5. That was close.
Like a javelin into that second turnbuckle.
And Scott Burns arguing with our senior official Danny Smith, but not enough. Submission.
This has tapped out Sean Stevenson.
There it is.
Taps out Hosakai.
You gotta remember how in all that work done to the arms has clearly paid dividend for Scott Burns here tonight. He came in with a game plan against a strong Tyler Matoda Hosakai and executed it perfectly.
Exactly what I was going to say. Essentially, yeah, Scott Burns had his mindset on what he needed to do to win this match. Set out against Hosakai to do that, and did just that, devastating that upper body, not giving him enough room to build up that whirlwind speed that we know Hosakai for.
Perhaps that mid-turnbuckle snake eyes was the turning point, but that submission was the explanation mark. Once it was in, there was never any question. Hosakai had nowhere to go, and submitted perhaps to prevent further injury, but won an impressive victory for Scott Burns. He just grows with confidence every single day, Erwin.
As you say, I don't think it's long before we see him in another title opportunity. Scott Burns, impressive victory here to kick things off on our week running into Showdown here at Brawl. Coming up next, we move over to the women. Of course, Adrian Bowman has been making a great focus on them as of late, and just like this first match, this second match, he wanted to showcase some women and decided to do so in a tag team match. Kane Matsuda and Jade Phillips will fight Selena Figueroa and Dada Rand. Two tag teams we've never seen before. I mean, Adrian Goldman's kind of been, it's come clear now that he is throwing these teams together. This isn't by choice. He's kind of seeing if anyone gets any friendly championship out of this, perhaps any kind of team that does click will no doubt say, well, why don't we give this a shot?
I think it's pretty clear that Adrian Goldman's grasping at straws here, and he wants to find a women's team strong enough to take out the immovable objects that is True Force.
Of course, Foxy Valentines, with the titles at present, are set to face True Force at Showdown. Well, Foxy Valentines lost against the Outlaws last week, interestingly enough. Foxy Valentines not on the card here tonight.
I think that match, I think we both know wherein that match is merely a formality, and Foxy Valentines, the shameless self-promoters, they're very good at flapping their gums, but when they come up against the tag team in women's wrestling today, they're going to find themselves wanting, in my opinion. These guys are basically looking to face against True Force, and I can't see any of these guys coming through to be strong enough to beat the multi-time tag team champions and the cornerstone of women's tag team wrestling, True Force.
Diana Simmons once again running double duty.
That's a good point.
Introducing first, from Chelsea, England, Jade
Phillips.
And just before we get to Phillips here, of course, those tag titles were taken from True Force by Foxy Valentines, so...
Well, even a blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while, and I've said this to you many a time. The fact of the matter is, Jade Phillips is a hell of a football player. She's a questionable wrestler, in my opinion. She's not quite found a stride yet here in N.E.W. Jade Phillips from Chelsea, England. Tremendous athlete.
Say one thing for Phillips, she's picked one hell of a tag team partner, Akane Mitsuda, the Empress, the Goddess, and if you would believe the hype, the future women's champion on the N.E.W. brand.
Of course, if they ever spent 3 days with that belt, a rough time in N.E.W. it was for Akane Mitsuda.
All the greats have a block showing. A moment in their careers they don't look back upon fondly. I'm sure even you have a moment in your career that you could say didn't quite connect all the dots. Akane Mitsuda's already had that moment in her career. The only way is up for the Empress, future women's champion.
And she's clearly happy here in AEW, finally switching to red, showing that team spirit.
And their opponent, first, from Baltimore, Maryland, Selena Figueroa.
Well, Owen, this is one of those wrestlers that it's hard to stay neutral with. Selena Figueroa, originally from Baltimore, Maryland, of course, with that Spanish heritage, denoted by her entrance music. She's one of the ladies I was very lucky enough to be involved with signing, and I can tell you that this woman has got a little bit of everything. She's a great athlete, she's tremendously technical, she's got the in-ring experience, and look out for those kicks, those swift hard kicks. They are used, well, they are used a lot now in wrestling today, but very few wrestlers perfect them. Selena Figueroa is one of those wrestlers, in my opinion.
27 days as EFW champion in the past. But then if you talk about champions, this woman had it for 14 days, took the world by storm by capturing her after her third day in the company.
The pomp, she came with the pressure and the circumstance. Data Ram, the French phenom, now must answer her critics.
From Paris, France,
Must answer those pressures, must answer that expectation. Adrian Goldman paid a lot of money for Data Ran, and Data Ran must now deliver.
Again, one who has found themselves in EFW for quite some time, as yet to make the same kind of mark in N.E.W. Huge opportunity to display her talents once more here.
I mean, you know, both these teams this is their debut, I believe, for both these teams here tonight, Erwin, but what a tremendous match this could be in the women's division between these four ladies.
There's no clear definition by Goldman whether this has anything to do with the women's tag division
wrestler
or the single championship, or perhaps both. It's all purely speculation on what I've said on the matter.
Alright, okay, well, let me ask you a question here. As Danny Smith starts this matchup, you've been spending a hell of a lot of time in the compound lately. You've seen all four of these ladies train. Which one of these women is a future world champion?
I think Akane and Selena Figueroa could definitely be champions once more. Jade Phillips and Dea Durand, equally impressive. Of course, Phillips the only one here without the title so far.
That was a politician's answer if ever I heard one. Some great mat wrestling here by Phillips and Figueroa in the centre of the ring. Headlock by Figueroa.
I guess my answer is all of them, but I think that could be said for the majority of the women's roster. It's such a hard-fought roster.
Neckbreaker by Phillips.
So closely knit in competition.
Tremendous counter by the former football player. Arm drag by Figueroa. That rings veterancy shining through there, planning DDT.
Reaching out
blind
for a
tag there to
tag.
Akane Mitsuda. Figueroa let it happen. Not sure how wise that was.
Akane, the one with the most experience in that ring out of all of them, I would say.
Absolutely, yeah, by a long stretch of the way. I mean, it would be between Figueroa and Akane Mitsuda by my reckoning, but yeah, the Empress, no stranger to the four-cornered, the squared circle. That's the phrase I was looking for. Oh, there we go. Clothesline by Akane Mitsuda. We are live. If anyone was doubting it.
Whipped off the ropes.
Drag takedown. Beautiful by Akane Mitsuda, taking out Figueroa, who makes the tag.
Durand, fresh woman in this match.
Beautiful drop kick. The French phenom Dea Durand.
Off the ropes goes Akane Mitsuda. Oh, caught with a knee though. Dea Durand.
Just like that. Can change the pace of this matchup, Erwin.
Phillips now with the tag. The veteran not hugging that ring. Oh! Double slingshot.
Sidestepped hit there by Durand.
Yeah, Durand quickly recovering there, but so does Jade Phillips, rolling out of the way there. Bounding back in, float over. DDT.
Because Durand and Akane Mitsuda have faced each other before for the N.W. Women's Championship a long time ago. There's a lot of history in that ring tonight. Brand new teams. All new attitudes here.
Oh, what a knee! Jade Phillips firing back.
Drag takedown again by Durand. Great counter there. And another DDT. Just demobilizing Phillips.
This is exactly what I mean about this competition being so close-knit in the women's division.
Just breakneck speed by Durand now, just simply outclassing Phillips there. Just tagging in Figueroa from the double team. Double big backdrop there by Figueroa and Durand, who have melded well in this team, as have Akane and Phillips. This is promising for Goldman, if no one else at this point.
Phillips with that hard uppercut there.
Figueroa
taking to the outside, this could be ugly.
Doing things the hard way. Oh! What a backdrop on the outside.
Yeah, it's back dropped. The wafer thin mat offer very little protection between something like that. Seems to have just annoyed Phillips, as these two are trading shots here on the outside.
Trading shots and trading chops.
Dumped onto the apron there.
Figueroa just as you quite rightly say, and just manhandling Jade Phillips there in the hardest part of the ring. A swift kick to the stomach, misses with the right hand. Phillips fires back with one of her own and another chop, but then again it's a slugfest on the outside. What a sling blade by Figueroa.
Count of 5 here though, they were in trouble of getting counted out as slow as it may be. Figueroa wary of that, sends Jade Phillips back into the ring.
Yes, that liberal 10 count has been utilised by some of N.E.W's finest.
Figueroa and Jade Phillips, no stranger to that tonight. Oh, hand drag again by Jade Phillips. Giving Figueroa a taste of her own medicine there with an arm drag DDT combo.
Phillips starting to pick up momentum wisely, sending Figueroa into the corner. Boot though stops the tag.
Great counter there by Figueroa, getting her foot up just to prevent the tag being made to Akane Mitsuda. And keep the veteran out the ring for as long as possible. I'm not sure how wise this is by Figueroa.
Dancing the devil in her own corner. Oh, what an enziguri by Phillips.
Nice step over there. Completely catching Figueroa off.
Yeah, I think that could have.
Oh, look at this.
Almost knocked
Ripcord knee!
Well, if the foot didn't knock her out, the knee certainly did. Duran there, the double axe angle to break up that one.
Was not paying attention. Too busy pampering the fans. Durand able to get it.
Well, that's the first example of miscommunication I've seen between Jade Phillips and Akane Mitsuda. And if Akane was a little bit more alert there, Phillips and Mitsuda would have had this one won.
Sling blade.
Phillips has not let that break her stride one bit. What a tremendous sling blade. Schoolboy, wait a minute.
Super kick.
There it is.
Shades of Simon Youngblood.
Shades of the Lionheart indeed. But Figueroa counters in the wrong corner, no man's land.
Yeah, really dazed after that super kick. Another boot to the head.
Those long legs of Philip coming to fruition there. Snap suplex by Figueroa, what a response.
Just turn this match around. Now Figueroa and Durand have a chance again.
I think again you have to bear in mind just how woozy Selena Figueroa must be.
Well, yeah,
she has Jade Phillips completely out of mercy, but just isn't able to capitalise. Phillips almost recovered quicker. Finally, has jolted Figueroa back into action. Those swift kicks I was talking about at the start of this matchup. There you are. Those lethal feet of fury by Figueroa.
Wasting no time in prepping for a crossface of her own, but look how that arm stretched. That is a hideous manoeuvre. Phillips somehow getting free.
Yeah, Phillips immediately started to counter that as soon as Figueroa had it locked in. Those longer legs of Phillips into the counter, but Figueroa there with that bulldog was reapplying the pressure to the taller Phillips, trying to get these fans behind her. Atomic bulldog.
Yeah, not everyone a fan of Figueroa here.
Oh, she's never let that go.
Oh, what a signaling drop kick. But look at that, Phillips just bounding back. May not have been enough though. Kick to the sternum sends her down.
Another strong DDT by Figueroa, finally signing the game momentum against Jade Phillips. And again the feet of fury with those vicious kicks. Oh, that final one right to the head. This could be all.
Yeah,
Phillips looks like she could be out here. Watch the corners, everyone. Smith is down. Akane is in the ring, Soz. No, wait a minute, no.
Phillips kicked out.
Yeah, Phillips did kick out.
Akane saw the kick out, so she stepped out, but Durand was not done with Akane. Oh, face buster by Figueroa.
Tremendous face buster. Will that be enough?
Danny trying to get Durand out, but that might just be it.
Yeah,
no! At the last second.
The last possible millisecond.
Phillips proving her worth to the women's division here tonight. Probably the underdog in this match. Oh,
phenomenal. Hurricane Rana by the French phenom.
Almost spiking
Living
it
up
right
to
on
her
the head.
name. Phillips counters quickly.
Oh, what a forearm!
Swift forehand, but Akane is not there. Phillips is on her own. Phillips is on her own there when Akane Matsuda's nowhere to be seen.
Oh, setting up for perhaps yet another ripcord knee. Right to the chin.
Right
of
into the pin. Barry Smith is there. Two.
Now no one's
No.
in, but Duran kicks out this time.
No one's ahead of her there. It was a surprise, but she managed to kick out nonetheless. And misses the forehand around using that superior speed.
Sends Philip back into the corner. Selena Figueroa avoiding any form of tag though, must still be woozy from the attack of Phillips. Akane is now back in her corner. But Durand is looking for something devious. Handspring. Hurricane Rana.
Tremendous athleticism by Durand taking out Phillips there. Selena Figueroa seems perfectly content to let the French phenom earn her money here tonight. Head scissors, elbow right to the head.
Durand. Oh, what a kick! Right round the head of Phillips once more.
Au revoir, Jade. Phillips, Akane is there. A double axe handle to break it up. Figueroa nowhere near. Bulldog finally gets in with a bulldog, but 3 seconds too late. Clearly still feeling the effects of the attack by Phillips, cradling her own head there. Golf. Durand elected not to make the tag. Trying to inflict more damage onto Jade Phillips.
DDT.
What a DDT by Durand.
Durand now has Jade Phillips in her sights.
Atomic Bulldog.
Slowly wearing her down more and more. No sign of Akane once again.
All 4 of these ladies have took a tremendous punishment in this matchup.
Right, Phillips dodging in the corner there. As Durand trapped her with an arm lock. Oh,
I have to wonder, Erwin, how
let's go, boy.
we're in it.
Super kick.
Durand, by
Somehow.
sheer instinct alone, is back to her feet, back fighting.
Oh, again caught
Counters
in the
that
corner.
speed by Phillips.
I have no idea how she has any energy left. What a face buster. Rolls over for the pin, but is in the ropes.
Way too close to the ropes there, Durand. Gets that break. Danny Smith breaks up the pin, but Jade Phillips in prime position here.
Durand groggy. Oh, gets a boot to the gut. Curb stomp! My God!
What a curb stomp by Phillips. Akane's in.
Oh,
So
but it's
Figueroa.
Figueroa.
Double axe handle breaks up the pin again. You have to wonder, Erin, how far these 4 electric chairs of Figueroa, how far these 4 ladies are willing to go. There's no forms of friendship here. They've been thrown together at the last minute by the mad scientist Adrian Goldman.
What they have heard is that Adrian Goldman wants them to prove themselves. Well, prove themselves they have. What a match. As the count begins again on the outside.
The consequences of this match are bordering on dangerous.
Chop. Oh, and a chop returned.
Trading blows on the outside. Little to no protection, a concrete floor beneath them.
Phillips caught there. Durand may be looking to return this to the ring, perhaps not. Oh,
Dolph.
vicious shots to the gut from Phillips. The count of 5 here. Oh, misses with an enziguri.
Sidestepped, but again, both these ladies just slogging around on the outside. Danny Smith continues his count.
Durand into the
Count of
steps.
7. Phillips back into the ring to break up the count.
Next attack
to Akane Mitsuda.
May not have been needed. Durand is down after that collision with the steps.
9. Akane Mitsuda is starting to celebrate here. They're going to take the count out, and they have. Akane Mitsuda and Jade Phillips have won this match by a count out.
Quite happy to take the count out after the brutality, and I don't blame them. I mean, if they'd have got Data back in that ring, who knows, this match could have gone on for another half an hour the way those four were going at one another. Well, Adrian Goldman certainly getting a show me what you've got match right then and there. They put it on as if the tag titles are on the line in that match.
Impressive victory by Phillips and Akane Mitsuda by hook or by crook. They did get the win, but you can't help but believe that Selena Figueroa and friends are going to feel somewhat aggrieved tonight. Herself and Dave Duran did not lose this match by a pinfall or submission, and therefore will feel slightly aggrieved at the result. A win is a win, however, and Akane Mitsuda and Jade Phillips with the victory here tonight.
Certainly, but what we have next is a one-on-one to find the final member of Team N.E.W, and I don't really like where this is going. 2 members of End Times already part of Team N.E.W, of course, won an Intercontinental Champion, so we are presuming the Intercontinental Championship, which the number 1 contender will be decided here tonight. We presume that will be the other belt on the card for N.E.W at Showdown. But he is giving the Reaper a chance to fill that final slot, so it could be Sean Stevenson and 3 members of End Times, as Team N.E.W are scary.
It's an incredibly scary prospect, Erwin, you're absolutely right, but sometimes you have to make a deal with the devil to keep the Joker at bay, and that's exactly what Adrian Goldman has done.
Isaac Thompson, of course, is the one to be the opponent tonight, and the interesting thing, this is the first man who ever made the Reaper bleed in his career was not the one to beat him for the championship. Of course, that man finds himself back on the FW. Wade Nelson with his killer kicks. He was the first man to actually beat the Reaper.
Well,
this is almost like the second best, I suppose.
I'm not sure if I'm right in saying so, Owen, but I believe this is the first time Isaac Thompson and the Reaper have gone one-on-one since that matchup, since that iconic match, when Isaac Thompson did indeed first blood from the Demon of Fleet Street for the first time. But what a turbulent wave this man has been on since that iconic moment.
Making his way to the ring from Bucharest, Romania, weighing in at 259 pounds, Isaac Thompson.
The brawler from Budapest, Isaac Thompson, has not had the best of times as of late, I think it's fair to say, but a victory against a man who made his name, but quite literally, Owen, revitalise this man's career. Is this the night that Isaac Thompson comes full circle?
That's a very good question. The Reaper has been considerably quite a large losing streak since finally that whole streak of belts came to an end, which we will get to on his radar. Isaac Thompson now probably has a better chance than he ever did beating the Reaper and finding himself instead on Team N.E.W. What a great way to boost his career here that would be.
By sheer determination alone, Isaac Thompson tonight must do what a very short list of men have done before and beat the Demon of Fleet Street, beat the man who had one of the most historic entries into the business I can ever remember.
Definitely.
The Reaper.
Wow. As I can say, we will get to what he has done in this industry look. He's
Flanked
brought
by
all
his cronies,
three,
Erwin.
all three of them out here.
Well,
Things just got tougher for Isaac Thompson.
the demonic.
And his opponent, accompanied by Demon Joe Freeman. And from the pits of hell, weighing in at 257 pounds, the Reaper.
The demonic Reaper, flanked by his henchman, as they said, the original Demon Joe Freeman, and the tag team of Grime and Nate surround their master here tonight. And I know you can't see their faces right now, but I promise you folks, it's them. They come in a pack like the wolves they are.
Yeah, the only real identifying feature is Joe Freeman's hair. It lingers out from under those hoods. The Reaper, first ever EFW World Champion, held the longest single and overall run. 70 days, where 70 days, had a 92-day run as UK champion, 73-day run as US champion, and always gained a belt before he lost the latter one.
Has yet to hold the big one, Erwin.
Yes.
The N.E.W World Heavyweight Championship. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, what strength
Oh,
to start
take
things
that.
off from Thompson.
Just a straight up gorilla press there
Oh,
by Isaac Thompson, that Herculean strength.
oh.
Clothesline by the Reaper.
Again, Isaac Thompson was the first one to make the Reaper bleed. We thought he would be the first one to dethrone the man, but he left that company without a loss on it. Well, without a loss on his record, essentially.
Oh, rib breaker.
Made it to N.E.W before having to lose the belt or defend the belt and thus losing it.
Slammed by the Reaper onto Thompson. Buried in mind, Owen, that happened in that historic Elimination Chamber matchup when Wade Nelson finally did beat the Reaper. And a lot of people would argue that Isaac Thompson did the hard work in that matchup.
Well, he's got a lot of hard work to do in this one as the Reaper is fighting back once more. Oh, misses with an attack in the corner though. Thompson quick on his feet here tonight. Side slam.
Tremendous speed by both men to kick this one off. Isaac Thompson has had an answer for everything the Reaper's thrown at him so far, but that firm shoulder of the Reaper has put the Demon of Fleet Street back in control. Swift elbow right to the heart of Thompson. Wait a minute, spine buster. What a counter! What a counter by Thompson.
Yeah, Thompson there, quick thinking. There's an elbow of his own now. He is going to have to stay on top of the Reaper because he doesn't just have him to fight. He has all the distraction at ringside of those three in the corner.
Yeah, they could be the deciding factor in this match tonight, Erwin. You're absolutely right. Nate and Grime are a deadly tag team in their own right, and Joe Freeman, one of the originals of N.E.W, an icon in this business. The Reaper has brought some powerful friends with him to the ring tonight.
Reaper thrown out of the ring here. It's Thompson going after him. Oh.
Thompson showing absolutely no fear here and surrounded by enemies here.
Yeah, maybe trying to show that this show of force will not faze him. Oh.
It's smart too, because this is only a one-on-one matchup, and he's doing all of this right in front of the vigilant eyes of our senior official Danny Smith here, Owen.
It's very true.
Oh, knee breaker there to the Reaper. Isaac Thompson has still got an answer for the Reaper's question so far in this match. That iconic GBH neck wrench there to the Demon of Fleet Street, just to wear out the Reaper. Goes for a pin. Keep on the pressure. Smith with the count. Leaving the two. I wouldn't have expected the three there, but it keeps the pressure on the Reaper, Erwin.
Yeah, it keeps him having to exert energy to fight out of that pin.
Leg sweep there by the Demon.
Oh, what a kick. Reaper slowing his attack.
Stomping the mud hole in the lower part of Isaac Thompson's spine, and that double axe handle certainly not going to help matters. The Reaper is primed and ready.
Not already, yes.
Dominator!
so early in the match.
Just like that. What a way to switch this thing around, going
From
for a pin.
nowhere, Erwin Thompson had been the more dominant, but just, oh wait a minute, 2.9, 2.9.
The Reaper cannot believe it. Had
God
pulled that
Lord.
back out of nowhere with an ungodly dominator, but it was not enough.
The shock
Isaac
factor.
Thompson fighting on.
The shock factor alone could have been enough, but Thompson had the wherewithal to kick out. Side slam to the Reaper. Thompson still in this thing. I'm not sure how, and I'm not sure why at this point, but Isaac Thompson is fighting back.
Reaper here though with a knee before Thompson can get any real motion going. And now just choking the life out of him.
Well, that cheap and gamey tactic is completely legal here in N.E.W. Just choking the life out of Thompson, that swift elbow to the heart. To follow suit, but wait a minute. Oh, shoulder barge there by Thompson. I mean, you look at those two guys.
Forearm, Brock the Reaper.
Pretty clear.
Spinebuster.
Ungodly spinebuster. It's pretty clear that Thompson has the size advantage. One high impact maneuver could do it.
Look at this. Oh. Could have been signalling for it right then. Give the thumbs down to the Reaper. Powerbomb.
Sit out powerbomb with a vengeance from Isaac Thompson. Square center of the ring, goes to the pin. 2. No! How close was that?
I thought it was all over. What a powerbomb.
Isaac Thompson cannot believe it. Can you see the look in his eyes? What does he need to do to beat this guy?
The most worrying part is End Times haven't even got involved yet. Just a 1 that time.
And again, Thompson cannot believe it. Any normal man would have been beat by now. With a clothesline by the Reaper, who is somehow miraculously finding another level here.
What a shot to the gut. Drop Thompson to 1 knee.
That club right to the back of the spine, and you just forget how dangerous this man is. Arm dragged by Isaac Thompson.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Immediately countered by this psychopath.
Nearly folding Isaac Thompson in 2. Has once again changed this match around. Oh wait.
The unholy endurance of the Reaper is truly inhuman.
Oh, hang on, he's holding on. We've seen this before. That hideous submission.
I'm not even sure what the hell you would call
know,
this, but the
it's-
submission is
It's
locked
painful,
in.
it's what it is, and it's enough to make Isaac Thompson tap out. The Reaper, Nate, and Joe Freeman all find themselves with Sean Stevenson as Team N.E.W. That's possibly the most terrifying but unified team N.E.W. has had to face EFW.
You're absolutely right.
With
You
it
are
being so
absolutely
even,
right.
that
I mean,
could be it.
we may not like it, we may not agree with it, but Adrian Goldman may have just checkmated Snake before the game has even begun, to put a unit as solidified as End Times in your team together, whole, and add Sean Stevenson to that mix, and that could be an almost unstoppable force at Showdown 3. Isaac Thompson from everything at the Demon, including the kitchen sink, and still could not beat the Reaper. What a victory and what a match.
Warlord and Troy Webster are the set team members of Team EFW so far. Still 2 more to find, but now Snake is going to be wondering
Here is your winner,
who's going to ever
the
beat
Reaper.
his first ever EFW World Champion and this monstrous team that he has built. Grime being the only one not to take part, and simply because he is a title holder. But then there is the scary thought that with a victory from Team N.E.W. clearly comes opportunity, as we will see in our next match. What kind of opportunity could the Reaper and End Times gain if they were to win
Well,
at
you know,
Showdown 3?
let's cut cut through the mud of all of the issue here, Erwin. What kind of deal has the Reaper made with Adrian Goldman to procure a victory at Showdown 3? Has the mastermind, has the mad scientist made a deal with the devil he cannot pay?
That is a very, very good question. I would not be surprised if he has not learned from his mistakes with Snake and is arguably making some kind of deal with the Reaper. Either way, he was victorious over Isaac Thompson there and will be part of Team N.E.W. Team N.E.W. is now set. What is not set is who will face Grime for that Intercontinental title. We are about to find out what match this is going to be. As I mentioned a moment ago, advantages come to those who win a Team N.E.W. match. Oh wait, hang on a second. Callie Cameron is in the ring.
What's Callie Cameron doing here?
She's set to face the Phantom for the women's title.
Well, there you have it, Erwin. Callie Cameron claiming 2019 is her year and demands, not asked for, demands a date to be set for her women's title shot.
Well, yeah, and you've got to wonder, with how Phantom has so strongly defended it, how soon that title shot is going to be. I cannot imagine it being far off. I mean, it might make the second belt for Showdown. No confirmation has been made there by Adrian Goldman. The world, of course, always expected to be defended, as is EFW's.
Well, as we like to say here, in N.E.W. only time will tell. The mastermind with a lot to think about after those demands made by Callie Cameron. But coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have a great one-on-one
Intercontinental number one contendership on the line.
Absolutely, between Brawl and Jimmy Falcon, the team of the successful Showdown 2 team, and of course the former associate of the Mastermind Snake,
Oh yeah,
now
this was
seemingly
exactly
proud member of the N.E.W. locker room and a close associate of Adrian Goldman now, it seems. When Jimmy Falcon, it looks like he got a taste for power and he liked it.
Well, Falcon became a part of Team N.E.W. Was victorious, this being his reward, I would guess. A chance at the Intercontinental title again against the man who took it from him, no less. A brutal match. But Brawl has also been making waves here in N.E.W.
Brawl hasn't stopped making waves since he arrived in N.E.W.
loves his table matches. This is not one of those here tonight. He should not disappoint. Jimmy Falcon, I must note, still suffering minor head injuries.
Making his way to the ring from Ghana, West Africa, weighing in at 240 pounds, B.O.N.E.
Well, it will come to no surprise that Brawl, the former sprinter from Ghana, West Africa, grew up idolizing the likes of the Dudley Boys and Sabu. The new generation master of the table match tonight must be Jimmy Falcon in singles action, but I wouldn't bet against this kid. An up-and-comer, no doubt about it, highly rated by Adrian Golden and all the scouts at the compound. I know you've seen this guy in the training centre on a number of occasions hearing what the trainer's saying about this kid Dawn.
Well, they're partially saying there's not much more they need to train. They're just to try and get that high level of risk-taking out of his blood, and from one to another, I know that that's not an easy task. To try and take these normal matches as normal matches.
And his opponent from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 220 pounds, Jimmy the Falcon.
Well, Jimmy Falcon, the idiots who stabbed Magnum Opus in the back.
Come on. He did not want to be a part of Magnum Opus to begin with. Picked his time when he found out that this roster split was going. Decided to finally kick the hell out of Snake.
Let's just get this right. Snake won this guy's contract fair and square because he couldn't beat him in the ring fairly. Magnum Opus take this guy under their ring, take his career to new heights, get him involved in title matches and main event scenarios. And what does he do? He spits in their face. I tell you what, someday soon Jimmy Falcon's gonna get what's coming to him, mark my words.
The former Intercontinental Champion who looks to get back toward that title must go through.
Danny Smith rings a bell.
Those head injuries he has had since before that showdown match actually suffered at the hands of Grime in their last Intercontinental bout.
Yeah, the most valuable thing Grime's ever done, in my opinion, in N.E.W. ring was injuring Jimmy Falcon. Standing STO, taking down Brawl.
Oh, kick to the stomach. Expect high-speed action in this one, folks. That'll be a takedown by Falcon. Another quick reversal. Blink and you'll miss it. Two of the quickest guys on the roster. What a rollout there by Brawl. What a counter by Falcon, straight into the net breaker. It's almost too quick to call.
It really is here. Oh, what a backbreak from Brawl, who's trying to slow things down, I think.
Swift clothesline. Got him a backbreaker for his trouble by Jimmy Falcon, who's just stomping the life out of the bone. What a quick start to this one.
What an enziguri!
Right to the back of the head. Jimmy Falcon has come in all guns blazing, Erwin.
Yeah, the fans are loving it. What's he going for here? Oh, look at that!
What a submission.
Almost like an STF.
It's absolutely what it is. It's a reverse STF. It's beautiful.
Beautifully done. Brawl fighting free. Damage may be done. The speed these two have gone at so far. Oh, what a T-bone!
Taz would have been proud of that. What a T-bone suplex by Brawl. Off. Well, two strutting young bucks here in N.E.W. You may not agree with
that. It is literally like watching two bucks just batter antlers together.
What a gut-wrench suplex by Brawl. I mean, both these guys have been touted as potential future world champions. It's still very early in Braun's career. Jimmy Falcon's been around for a while now. Arm drag counter there by the Brawl. He got countered again by the Falcon.
But quickly caught that discus forearm by Brawl.
Swift left jab there. Continues the attack on the outside, but again, Jimmy Falcon just that little bit of ring knowledge, just outfoxing Brawl there somewhat.
Again,
swinging neck breaker. That favoured counter of Jimmy Falcon. Rearing it up for the ball, with a discus fall, and that one connected. And an extra time in the ring. Oh, wait a minute.
Rolls through for a calf crusher.
Oh, there, we've seen this before.
It could not put away Grime, but it is a brutal manoeuvre and maybe enough. That is. My God, just like that.
Bone couldn't. I mean, that calf crusher is a devastating submission manoeuvre. And the former sprinter, of course, his calf muscles will be huge. The pain he must have been in.
And that means Jimmy Falcon is set to once again face Grime. I presume it's going to be a showdown, but whatever it is,
Here is your winner, Jimmy
for the
the Falcon.
Intercontinental title.
Well, I got a question for you here, Erwin. In all seriousness, as Jimmy Falcon inadvertently just found the Achilles heel of Bone. I mean, 2 or 3 seconds in that calf crusher in there. And Bone was tapping like a seal who hadn't been fed for a few days. That was a really quick submission.
Such an incredible pace of a match, though. I mean, it might just have been the fact that he was caught out so quickly. Whatever it was, it certainly put him away fast. And that leads us into our main event of what a match this could be. There are no countouts. There are no disqualifications. Falls count anywhere. Chris Jones looking for a title shot, but if the champion wins here tonight, he does not get the title shot, and the champion gets to choose his opponent at Showdown. A first for a Showdown, most certainly.
Yeah, well, a tremendous advantage that could be to the champion, Cowboy Roy, here tonight, if he can get past one of his fiercest enemies, his fiercest rivals, Chris Jones, in one of the most brutal matches imaginable. There are no rules, and falls count anywhere, and will both these men walk out of this arena here tonight? We are live from Birmingham at the bunker, and thank you for joining us everywhere around the world.
This rivalry has gone beyond personal. Chris Jones manages to do that with every single opponent he finds. He is not a liked man.
Making his way to the ring from Cheyenne, Wyoming, weighing in at 150 pounds, Chris Jones.
Chris Jones is not concerned if he is liked or if he is hated. All this man cares about is respect. He is a 4-time N.E.W. World Heavyweight Champion. He's a former Cruiserweight Champion. He's a former TV Champion. His body of work has earned that respect. Like him or hate him, Chris Jones is a mainstay player here in N.E.W.
The second ever TV champion, had the longest single run and therefore overall run as well as Cruiserweight Champion. 101 days he held that belt. His 4 runs as World Champion, he's about 66 days. There is no doubt he knows what it takes to be champion. There is no doubt that he does not care about the booze everyone is trying to throw over this blistering music here. Claims he is the most powerful and feared man in the business. I don't know if that is true, but he is certainly in that list. Certainly one of the men that gave me so much trouble in my career, so I certainly empathise with the world champion, Cowboy Roy.
And his opponent from Dallas, Texas, weighing in at 250 pounds, the world champion, Cowboy Roy Champion.
Enters the Lone Rider.
76 days he has amassed with that championship. Of course, has the longest overall run as Intercontinental Champion. 272 days of 2 runs at that. I think he's going to get anywhere close to that. I do not doubt that he could. Chris Jones, perhaps his fiercest task to date to keep that belt.
No question, Owen. No question in my mind. Cowboy Roy is an icon, is a legend of this business, a titan of N.E.W. Chris Jones has been there 4 times before, and the Cowboy knows, he knows that this is his greatest challenge to win, because if he can beat Chris Jones, he truly will be considered one of the greatest N.E.W. World Champions of all time.
4 weeks ago this Sunday we saw Chris Jones capture that belt from Cowboy Roy, but the very night following, as a punishment for all the run-ins that Chris Jones had done in that period leading up to that title victory, he was set against the former champion once more, and Cowboy Roy retained that belt. Chris Jones looking to get his second title shot against Cowboy Roy at Showdown here tonight.
And Danny Smith has rang the bell, both men locking up. Cowboy Roy showing that superior power, pushing Chris Jones into the corner.
Cost no clean break.
And a swift
hand
by Chris Jones, who got in the way.
Danny Smith's head being in the way of that shot, and Cowboy Roy taking advantage of that.
Not for long though. Chris Jones with a side slam counter there.
Swift pace here.
Swift clothesline there by Cowboy Roy, who seems to have got quicker as he's got older.
I think you're right there. Of course, nearly 2 years in this company alone.
Clothesline there by Jones. And a kick to the spine.
Knee to the back of the head.
The longest tenured serving professional wrestler on N.E.W's books today, Owen. Cowboy Roy beats GBH by 3 days.
GBH was on the first Brawl, let's not forget that. Cowboy Roy is laying in the strikes here on Chris Jones, trying to stop him getting that title shot this Sunday.
Even a one into Jones. Hit knee, not enough to keep the 4-time world champion down. Keeping up the pressure. Swift shot there to both ways, shall I say. Certainly knocked out the
rolling knee. Jones standing to speed things back up to his pace.
Just nail-biting speed, Owen.
Again, you hear those boos. The people here love Cowboy Roy. Chris Jones is trying to tear him apart here.
I mean, and Chris Jones, let's not forget, Owen, Chris Jones is a veteran here, and he's always managed to keep that speed. That critical part of his offense has always been the guy's speed.
Certainly has.
And he's been in some wars and he's never lost it, and I think that genuinely speaks to the quality of the professional. I mean, I know you don't like this guy, but it's unquestionable that he can get it done.
Jones does tend to take a lot of time off between his losses. Has chosen not to this time, got straight back in the fray. And regardless, you've got to consider this. What a chop! What a kick!
Into the Cowboys, swift left hands just burying those lefts right into the face and the chest of the champion.
That speed once more setting in.
Two southpaws in this matchup as well.
Another difficulty I had facing him, as Cowboy Roy will be realising what usually catches off an opponent is also catching you off. Yeah, a bit loosey there, I think. But what an uppercut there. And the thing again, you got there, I was trying to squeeze this in before, but the pace is so fast here. Cowboy Roy, regardless of victory or loss here, will have to defend the title this Sunday, so Chris Jones could just be softening up for another opponent, even if he loses here.
It's a very good point, Owen. It's a very, very good point.
Whiplash out of the corner.
Jones is not beyond making a deal with someone in the back just to weaken him up to line his own pockets.
Oh, drop to the apron.
If you can't beat him, at least injure him. That'll be Chris Jones' game plan. You can bet your bottom dollar that. The Cowboy, however, isn't going to go easy. I can promise you that. Block Chris Jones back in the hard way.
Oh, Jones still on the attack here.
Oh, what a close line.
Oh, and again. Ducks that one. Flies in with another.
Tremendous power by the Cowboy, who's finally starting to gain momentum.
Oh, Lone Star State.
What a shot that was! Neckbreaker by Jones.
Chris Jones trying to respond. Misses
Dodges,
with
tremendous speed.
up on the shoulders.
Samoan drop. Cowboy
Roy is pumped up.
is pumped up.
Oh, stepping back this time. It's not going to be zero distance, but it's going to be a spear.
God, what a spear! God,
No! Jones getting his shoulders up at 2.9. This match continues.
The Cowboy cannot believe it, arguing with the referee.
Jones rolling to the outside. Roy does not care, going to the top rope. High risk from the Cowboy.
Oh, there it is.
No
Double
missed.
sidestepped.
Just like that, Jones picking his opportunity. And again, this is false count anywhere.
That shot to the gut by Chris Jones wasn't enough.
Caught that though, Spinebuster.
That might be. Takes out the champion with that vicious Spinebuster on the outside.
Cowboy Roy is groggy. X-Plex on the outside. That could be it right there.
It's false count anywhere. Danny Smith made the count. 2.
No!
Unbelievable by the Cowboy. What a response by the champion. And
One more.
What a camera shot that was. Chris Jones almost landed in your living room. What a main event.
Oh, but it's not over yet. Chris Jones shot in to Cowboy Roy. Oh, and a clothesline.
Mowing down the champion. The amount of punishment these two men are willing to endure is inhuman.
Cowboy Roy throwing Jones in the ring. Perhaps wanting to finish it there.
Swift kick there by Jones.
Harley Race knee just taking out the champion. Big back body drop by the counter by the Cowboy.
Misses with a clothesline.
Atomic drop.
Chris Jones.
Armbar.
Locked in.
Armbar.
Roy's close to the rope, but it doesn't matter. Falls count anywhere. There are no rope breaks. Oh, running through Chris Jones.
Hell of a shoulder tackle by Roy there. Just tearing apart Chris Jones. Uncharacteristically goes to the top rope. High risk from the champion.
Oh, wait a minute. Caught by Chris Jones.
What
I don't
strength
believe
by
it.
Jones.
Oh, backbreaker.
Backdrop by Cowboy Roy. After a tremendous counter by Chris Jones.
what an
European
uppercut.
uppercut by the Cowboy.
I believe we are having
Duff.
technical issues with the stream. Hopefully it won't end like the lack of Rick Weaver match. Hopefully this is not foul footer play, because what a match we are seeing. Cowboy Roy unfolding onto Chris Jones here, going for a pin.
2. No. Again Chris Jones kicks out. The Cowboy must be wondering what he needs to do. Samoan drop. Will that be enough? Oh, Lone Star State! It's a highly raised knee, Aaron. I'm sorry, that was definitely a high knee. Spine buster!
Well, I remember the last one that caught me out, and I had to recall it when I saw it in the replay. Whatever it was, it knocked Chris Jones down.
2.
No! Jones is still in this. A title shot is on the line for him. Oh, zero distance spear!
From nowhere! 2.
No!
Unbelievable! Spine-tingling kick-outs! How?
This match
How on earth?
just keeps going on. Chris Jones now. Spine buster!
by Jones, what a response!
Going for a pin.
Surely not! 2!
And he does. Chris Jones is going to Showdown 3. But what condition are either of those men going to be in? And what kind of match are they going to be in? My God!
Bottom line is Chris Jones will get a title shot. Chris Jones will face Cowboy Roy for the N.E.W. World Heavyweight Championship at Showdown 3. And if that match is anything to go by, what a main event Showdown could have for N.E.W. My God, what a match!
Yeah, we only have one more belt to be decided from the N.E.W. side. Well, we still haven't heard if it will be the Intercontinental title on the line or the women's. On the N.E.W. side, but we do know Chris Jones will face Cowboy Roy. With a spear like that, is Chris Jones going to recapture that world title for the 5th time?
Here is your winner, Chris
That would be record-breaking, Aaron. Chris Jones is one match away from creating N.E.W. history. What a brawl!
Of course. We continue through this week. Compound is set to play as usual midnight BST on Wednesday. Destruction, however, is going to have a slight reschedule. It will be during the day. We reckon about 4 o'clock at 4 PM BST. We'll go straight and fully in on any place we tend to socialise on the networks. Of course, Brawl. Showdown will be on Sunday at midnight BST. We hope you will join us for those shows as we go into what hell of a week. What a way to start it. Thank you and good night.